The Solana network is finally back online. Let's talk about what this means for the coin and where I think the price could be headed very soon. Make sure to watch to the very end of this video so you don't miss any of my Solana analysis. And if you guys want to pick up a free stock with Public, check out our link down in the description below. When you guys sign up with Public, not only are you getting to be a part of a great social investing network, but you can follow crazy other people who are always investing in stuff like us and keep up to date what we're buying, what we're selling, and of course, everything going on in the current market. But other than that, let's get right into this video. Alrighty guys, here we are with Solana, SOL, however you would like to refer to it as. We're currently sitting at about 159 per coin, right, as far as the price goes right there. This was the crash that we saw. Let's pull out to the week so we can just get a better kind of idea. We did see a major push to the downside here, kind of a flash crash, if you will, down to about 142, just around September 14th, which was of course yesterday. Today is September 15th, just so you guys are aware, obviously, of what the dates are and everything else going on between. And that's kind of where we're at right now. So what is happening, or what happened? Well, we all know, or hopefully you know. If you don't know, there was a basically crash in Solana's network systems, right? The network had to basically be shut down, which of course obviously caused a lot of issues. A lot of people kind of jumped ship in the short time that it was down. Unfortunately, I'm not really sure why. But more than likely, if you bought down here, you might have gotten in at a pretty good price. I mean, this was really a dip that, in my opinion, was not really based much off fundamentals or really technicals. It was kind of just a stupid dip. You know, this kind of stuff happens in the cryptocurrency world, right? Things go down, things have to be restarted. It happens, right? And anybody who's sold out in that short amount of time, I mean, maybe they had this kind of idea that, well, if this can happen, it'll happen again. Maybe, but I mean, there's a million of other things that could happen with other projects and coins too, very similar to this. And again, I don't think that that's a reason really to jump ship. Some people thought it was, and they jumped ship. But let's break down what's happening now, because of course now Solana is actually back online, right? We have here, we can see, this is the article on the block. Solana blockchain validators restart network after transaction stoppage. The Solana blockchain is back online after an hours-long outage. As previously reported, Solana's transaction blocks came to a stop on Tuesday. Developers later said that Solana's mainnet encountered a large increase in transaction load, which peaked at 400,000 TPS. These transactions flooded the transaction processing queue, and the lack of prioritization of network-critical messaging caused the network to start forking. Ultimately, the network stakeholders moved to executive a restart, a laborious process that played out in the community's Discord channel. The restart path was taken after efforts to stabilize the network proved unworkable. Ultimately, a second restart patch was released to validators, and the successful reactivation occurred in the early hours of Wednesday. Still, the return to service wasn't immediate, as noted by the Solana Foundation. The Solana validator community successfully completed a restart of the mainnet beta after an upgrade to 1.6.25. dApps, Block Explorer, and supporting systems will recover over the next several hours, at which point full functionality, should be restored. The price of SOL, the network's native token, paired some of Tuesday's losses in the aftermath, rising from a local low of about $146 to a press time price of roughly $160, according to CoinGecko. So this is what happened. This is what we read about. And as you can see here now, we're sitting at about 159. Really, there's not a lot of volatility right now in Solana as far as overall price action goes. So you can even look on TradingView and kind of see where we're at overall. So why did that event occur? Well, I just read why it occurred. Obviously, you could just tell from the article. But the main thing that I'm concerned here with is that not really the shutdown itself, because the shutdown and the stoppage and the reactivation was handled incredibly well. I mean, we've never this is the great thing about blockchain technology, right? Is the fact that everything's so quick, everything's so fast to reactivate. If something shuts down, if something goes wrong, not only is obviously there a community behind it, a community of people who are actually pushing forward to reactivate this, which is incredible to see, right? The validator community, but also to the fact that this industry, it's so quick, right? Blockchain technology is able to just get things done in a way that I've never seen anything on the internet move before. And it's incredible, incredible stuff. It's one of the reasons why I'm still so bullish on the crypto industry as a whole, as well as specifically Solana. Again, I've pretty much said in other videos that I think that this coin has the potential to flip Ethereum in the coming years. And I say that not as a meme. I don't say that as a joke. I'm very, very serious that I think that this coin, this project, I guess rather, the fundamentals of it, I think it really has not only better systems in place as far as transaction speed goes, as far as gas prices, with the gas, because of course Ethereum is incredibly expensive right now. And of course, over the time in the future, that will get less and less expensive just because of miners and because of everything else involved. But again, guys, I really think that Solana has some big potential here in the market to do some incredible things. And as you can see here, I mean, of course, we had that massive run up to the 200 price level, I believe it was, 3 month here. Yeah, it was around the 200 to 15, 205 kind of price level here. We have pulled back a little bit here. But again, a lot of people are saying that we might not pull back further, right? A lot of people are thinking we're not going to ever really be able to see under $80 Solana ever again. Now, I think that's a bit of a push. And the reason I think that is because, again, even though this coin and this project are doing some incredible things and there's quite a lot of volume now flushing into it and the market cap continues to increase, I still think that we could see dips that low. We really could. I mean, this market is so unpredictable. And every time I've heard a large consensus of people try to say one thing about the coin, it always goes the other, right? It always goes the wrong way that they're expecting. So for me, I try to keep my options open. I try to keep my eyes open. I try not to predict things too much in a one way or another kind of fashion. I like to, of course, have price targets and have different forecasts for what I think coins are going to do. And sometimes those work out and sometimes they don't. And that's just the nature of the cryptocurrency market. But overall, guys, I mean, just looking at this chart, this is still really good momentum, but we are seeing a significant push to the downward, to the downside, right? We're seeing literally the higher highs getting lower and lower, and lower lows continuing to be established. If this breaks, that means the trend could break, obviously, and we could see a push to the upside. But again, guys, we are just seeing a continued downtrend here. So I'm going to be watching that very closely. I hope you guys are as well. But again, I'm more of a long-term investor in Solana. I'm not really a short-term kind of guy with this. So keep that in mind. I'm not really trading Solana. You might be though, and so keep that in mind, of course. Let's hop into the price forecasting. Now, this is coin price forecast 1. Yes, I know a lot of this is extremely, I would say extrapolated, right? This type of information is very pushed out in best case scenario and stuff like that. And that's why, of course, I'll give my opinion on it and say why I think it's right or wrong. But this is going to be my price prediction for Solana based off these price predictions, and I'll give kind of my input on all of it. So let's break it down. One Solana right now is 160.13 a coin. Again, that's obviously going to fluctuate. That's as of September 15th. And as you can see here, according to long-term forecast, Solana price will hit $500 by the end of 2021, and then $1,000 by the end of 2022, and then it will rise to $2,000 within 2023, $5,000 in 2028. Which of these do I think is realistic? I think 500 by end of 2021, considering that we have, well, let's see, we're in September right now, so October, November, December, we have 3 months to jump from $160 to $500. I don't know if that price target is realistic anymore. That being said, I do think that Solana might be able to reach $300 by the end of 2021. Now let's dive into the 1,000 by end of 2022. That I actually do believe is very realistic. I think that with this growth, with the expansion and momentum that we've seen from this coin, I think that's incredibly realistic. 1,000 by the end of 2022 seems very, very likely. Now, the last thing I want to talk about, we'll wrap this video up. I don't want to waste your guys' time too long here. As you can see here, year end by 2033 is 8,000 per coin, which is really, really crazy stuff. And I kind of agree with it. I kind of think that is incredibly possible. But again, guys, this is a big waiting game, right? If you're an investor, you got to remember HODL, right? HODL is the long-term goal of anybody who is trying to make this market make sense for themselves and try to buy these coins at cheap prices and obviously have them appreciate, right? Patience is the key, guys. But other than that, guys, that is pretty much it today for Solana. Make sure to like the video, subscribe if you're new, hit the notification bell so you never miss a new video like this. If you guys want to pick up a free stock with Public, check out our link down in the description below. When you guys use that link, not only do you support the channel, but you also get to be a part of a great social investing network and see what other people are buying, what they're selling, and of course, everybody's thoughts on the current market situation. But other than that, guys, that's all I have for you guys today. I'm Kyle with Finance Bro. Take it easy.